President Haas, our faculty and the candidates for degrees are assembled. These commencement proceedings are now ready to begin. Will all who are able please rise for the playing of our national anthem?
Senator Peters, President Haas, members of the Platform Party, fellow faculty and staff colleagues, parents, guests, relatives, friends, but most of all, to the proud graduates of the GVSU class of 2018. Let me congratulate you as we reflect together about the experiences you have shared over the last few years as you toiled to reach this wonderful occasion. And it is a wonderful occasion, magnificent day, beautiful surroundings, good friends. First, speaking for our university community, let me thank you and your families for entrusting us at Grand Valley State University with the responsibility of providing you with a timely, relevant, and broad-based education over the past several years. While our master's and doctoral grads have had a different time schedule than the baccalaureates, all of you have shown a similar growth of confidence and abilities of which we are very proud. Let me use the typical undergraduate set of experiences. Your first year. Do you remember your excitement and nervous anticipation as you attended transition week and moved in that first August? Perhaps you were handed an ice cream bar by President Haas or by his wife, Marcia. If you were scared about meeting with your new professors on those first couple days of classes, rest assured that we faculty were also nervous about meeting our new students for the first time. After all, we share the fact that we have only one opportunity to make a good first impression. After surviving that first week, you came to Student Life Night when you realized that being a Laker is more than going to class. There's a whole social and educational world outside the classroom waiting for you to experience it. As exam time rolled around, you began to see why faculty have office hours and why advisors are such good people to get to know. By Thanksgiving, you were more than ready to give thanks for the few days off of the routine. In spring came registration for next year's classes and a realization that you had just about survived the first year of university life. As experienced Lakers, you spent more your sophomore and junior years becoming more involved in campus life in your choice of major. Perhaps you began doing research with a chosen faculty member and presenting your work at Student Scholars Day? Did you switch majors, as many of our students do? Living off campus in Grand Rapids itself gave you a chance to experience the wonderful opportunities of a big city. Senior year, how quickly time has flown. Now you are making applications for positions in your chosen field or for furthering your education. You chose your references carefully and paid more attention to the student service advisors we provide for every major, and before you knew it, it was April 28th, and you are now finding yourself sitting here listening in rapt attention to me reflecting with you. While you've all worked hard, you know you couldn't have done it alone. You have had many people rooting for you, your family members and friends, some of whom are here today, about to make loud noises of celebration as you walk across the stage in a few minutes. Your professors and support staff at GVSU, who are proud of your performances in and out of the classroom, and the administrators at Grand Valley, who take pride in each individual Laker who receives a diploma as they shake your hand. I have a special reason for joining in the celebration today. After 48 years of teaching the best and the brightest, I am leaving my position as full-time member of the GVSU community. Unlike you, I leave without a degree, but I leave with something better. A career of learning with 2 generations of students and faculty colleagues at the best university in the Midwest, if not the entire nation. I admit a certain bias besides my longevity. I have 4 alumni in my family as well. Let us conclude by reflecting on the words of an ancient author, the psalmist of the Hebrew Bible in Psalm 118, Zeh hayom asa Adonai niglu v'nismachu bo. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Thank you and congratulations, Lakers for a lifetime.
I just had to do that. Thank you. And let's hear it one more time for 5 decades of service for our professor, Sheldon Coppola. Have a seat, please. Thank you. This is a full house. This is a great day. Indeed. This is a beautiful celebration of our graduates and all those who support them. Welcome to all who join us today to mark the many achievements of our graduates. We're always excited to begin the journey and then excited when we reach its destination. Earning a degree is just one destination in your road of lifelong learning and lifelong accomplishments. We offer a special welcome to our provost, Maria Cimitele, who leads our dedicated faculty. And we're joined by the deans of our colleges who inspire our professors and our students. Would you please stand and be recognized by all those are here tonight. Please stand, faculty. Thank you so much for what you do on behalf of our students and their success. We know how privileged we are to have academic leadership who believe in sharing their love of knowledge and their quest for additional answers with our most talented students. And I must also recognize the chair of our Board of Trustees, John Kennedy, and the other trustees who join us today to mark this major milestone in the graduates' lives. Thank you for being here. And now to our graduates. This day we mark your mastery of an academic discipline, and it's definitely worth celebrating this achievement. But we are also celebrating what lies ahead. There'll be risks, there'll be mistakes, there will be great joy, and there will be great triumph. The triumphs will not come without risks. Without leaving your comfort zone, wise people know this. Eleanor Roosevelt said, "Do one thing every day that scares you." Goethe, the philosopher, said, "The dangers of life are infinite, and among them is safety. Being too comfortable is a danger in and of itself." We do hope that you have many comforts along your journey of leadership and learning and service, but let my message serve as an encouragement to keep reaching farther than what you can think that you can. That's an integral part of your education, to accept some of that uncertainty, some disruption to continue to learn and to grow. William Butler Yeats believed that education is not the filling of a pail, but the lighting of a fire. So be warmed by the celebration today with our family and friends all around you. Yet be on fire for the differences you can make in your families, in your careers, and in your communities. Or as we say in our mission statement, be on fire how you will shape your lives, professions, and our societies. We look forward to hearing of your successes, so please keep us informed and come back to campus often. This is part of your home, and you're always welcome. You are Lakers for a lifetime. Thank you, and go Lakers. At this time, we'll watch a short video presentation about Grand Valley and the very important individuals who make it a very special place.
Grand Valley State University. More than 25,000 students study here, dream, and succeed here. They are Lakers, looking to be a part of something bigger than themselves. They go where they never thought they would. They learn more than they ever thought they could. They join groups and they work in teams. But there are many individual trials and triumphs. Through it all, every student, every graduate, every alumni is making their mark, having their own Laker effect.
Being a Laker is being a service leader. It's being engaged in your community. It's about volunteering. It's about stepping outside of yourself to maybe look at a different perspective that you hadn't considered.
There's just such a sense of community here, and I honestly think there's a place for everyone.
I came to Grand Valley and I saw campus, and it was as if it was home, you know, the grass, the buildings, everything was gorgeous.
I took quite a few chemistry classes and microbiology, and I realized how much I enjoyed them. So Grand Valley has actually helped me find what I'm truly passionate about.
I came here and I started working with Special Olympics. I got to know a lot of physical therapists through that and people within my future community of work.
With Farm Club, I had the opportunity to work outside at the Sustainable Agriculture Project on a plot, which is something I'd never had a chance to do before. I would love to work with renewable energy.
Grand Valley track and field is so successful. My team is like my support system. It's just those bonds you build between your teammates are just something that you won't forget ever.
From the very first week, my professors were striving to know me by name, which was really awesome. And I like that every day I'm challenged by my professors to always work and produce my best work.
I really try hard to make a connection with the students. I might have students that work the night shift, and so I will make site visits during the middle of the night because it's during that time that they can actually sit with me and talk with me for a while. But then we can talk about their future. Is there anything that I can do to help prepare them for that next step? You are going to grow so much. I want them to find that position of their dreams so that when they start their first career that they're happy. Nursing can be hard. And I want them to know that even after they leave Grand Valley, they still have resources here that can help them, because we want them to be successful.
And we begin with Angie Crouch, investigative reporter Angie.
My broadcasting career really got its start at Grand Valley. I started out working at the radio station as a reporter at the college, and that led to an internship, and that eventually led into my television career. These teenagers had their whole lives ahead of them. I am so proud to be a Laker. I work in Los Angeles, one of the biggest markets in the country, and I work alongside reporters who went to Ivy League schools. Some of them went to the top-rated journalism schools in the country. Yet Grand Valley enabled me to be able to compete with them. And not just compete with them, but beat them, winning on stories and awards, and really all of that foundation came from Grand Valley.
The more that you can use your education to better the lives of your community around you, the better off you'll be in life.
It feels amazing sometimes that I've made it this far, but I feel like the road ahead is still long, and I'm going to take it one step at a time.
They're a Laker for a lifetime. So since they're a Laker for a lifetime, they can come back to Grand Valley at any time.
For all of the bright young graduates who are watching this video, I know this feels sort of like the end of something, and it is, but it's also the beginning. And I know that if you're like me, Grand Valley has set a great foundation for your life and for your career, and has really helped you develop those wings, and now it's time to fly.
You have received the Grand Valley Foundation. You have the wings. Soar high and make sure the world sees and feels your Laker effect. Congratulations, you made it.
The Honorable Gary Peters represents Michigan in the United States Senate. Elected in 2014, he was the only new Democrat to join the Senate that year, making him the undisputed chairman, a committee of one, the Freshman Democratic Caucus. Since then, his status quickly improved as his colleagues on both sides of the aisle have seen him appointed to the Armed Services Committee, the Homeland Security Committee, and the Commerce, Science, and Technology Committees. Important assignments at any time, and especially now. Senator Peters and I have something else in common. He has had a distinguished career in the U.S. Naval Reserve, much of it while I was also in the Coast Guard. Let me just say this, Gary, your ships might be bigger, but my cutters are faster. So please join me in welcoming to the podium Senator Gary Peters. Thank you, Gary.
Well, thank you, President Haas, for that very kind introduction. President Haas, I will say that under your leadership, Grand Valley has continued to grow as a world-class educational institution. And I have been especially impressed that as this wonderful university grows, you have also made this campus feel like a family. In fact, according to all the students that I talked to, every Laker wants a T. Haas selfie. And as soon to be an honorable Laker, I certainly hope that I get my selfie before I leave, President Haas. President Haas, you have been an outstanding president, and on behalf of the entire community here, thank you for your leadership and thank you for your dedication to Grand Valley University. So let me begin to the class of 2018. Congratulations, you are graduating today. Your years of hard work have paid off, and you should all be extremely proud as you walk across this stage to get your degree in just a few short moments. And I know I speak for your family, your friends, and your professors when I say that they are all very proud of you. And certainly all of you have individually worked incredibly hard to get here today. But as you also know, getting through college successfully is a team effort. It requires the love and the support of your parents, your family, your friends, and a very dedicated faculty. To the families, friends, and faculty here today, thank you for making such an important investment in the lives of these outstanding graduates. As I look out and see so many happy faces, I can't help but think that this is an amazing time to be graduating from college. We are living in what may be perhaps the most exciting time in human history. It has become increasingly clear that we are at the starting line of a new technological revolution. Your generation will see incredible breakthroughs, from self-driving cars to synthetic biology, from nanobots to quantum computing, from artificial intelligence and to journeys to Mars, and the list goes on. This is an exciting new frontier for discovery, and you, each and every one of you, will be the ones that lead us through it. As graduates of the College of Health Professions, the College of Nursing, and the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences program, you will be part of a generation that changes the face of medicine and the entire world. With the help of emerging gene therapy technologies like CRISPR, you will have the potential to treat and cure devastating diseases at the molecular level, even cutting out a gene that causes cancer before it infects the body, something that we could only have dreamed of a few short years ago. You are inheriting a future of boundless promises, and we are looking to your generation to lead us through this exciting and perhaps turbulent new era. It is easy to plan for all of the good that will come from the next technological revolution. We know that new technologies and new algorithms and new discoveries have the potential to solve and get us through some of the most challenging times in our lives. But we must also be prepared for the possibility that these changes will disrupt our society and our daily lives in ways that may not always be positive. Venture capitalists like to focus on disruptive technologies. Personally, I don't like the term disruptive. I believe something is disruptive only if it is happening to you and often beyond your control. But if you are leading the change, then it becomes transformational. And I would argue that we need transformational technology. We need to ensure that all Americans have the opportunity to reap the rewards of this coming new era. But for this to happen, we need you. We need each and every one of you to lead us into this next frontier. You have all made significant investment in yourselves during your time here at Grand Valley. And now we need you to put your training and your expertise to work as you help us navigate the immense changes that are on the horizon. As we enter this new frontier marked by cutting-edge technologies and increasing automation, each and every one of you will remain an important bridge to the human element of our society. As caregivers, as nurses, as educators, many of you will be responsible for carrying out the most human of jobs in our society, jobs that we will never, ever want to turn over to a machine. For those of you who are going on to practice healthcare as nurses, therapists, and specialists, your work centers on something that can never, ever be replaced by a machine, and that is the human touch. Together, along with those of you that may go on as teachers and researchers and scientists, your work will be at the crossroads of scientific advancement and humanity. But thankfully, your education at Grand Valley has rooted you firmly in both sides. You have received a world-class scientific education, but you have also been given a strong foundation in how to be a force for positive change in your community. And no matter how drastically technology reshapes our world, We are counting on you to ensure that our future society celebrates and rewards the superiority of unique human, emotional intelligence over machine artificial intelligence. We are counting on you to bring our innate humanity to the challenges that we face and guide us through the next frontier of scientific and technological advancements. As Lakers, you have learned how to think critically and to solve complex problems. You have also learned how to be valued members of your community, and now we need you to serve. We need your skills. We need your leadership to solve some of the toughest challenges we are going to face over the course of our lifetimes. And whether it is rising economic inequality or falling trust in our society, or whether it's access to the most basic services like education or healthcare, I know that you are well prepared with the knowledge and creativity to take on these challenges. But most importantly, I want you to remember that there's a human component to everything we will face. No matter how technologically or scientifically advanced your ideal solutions may be, think about how you can be a transformational agent for positive impact in the lives of your community, your state, and your nation. We are all so proud of what you have accomplished, and when you walk across this stage, a new and exciting life awaits you. We will be watching, and we are expecting great things from you. And as Grand Valley State University alum, you have the power to lead us into the next frontier. Thank you and congratulations.
And thank you for your leadership, sir. At this time, I invite Board Chair Kennedy and Provost Chimatile to join me for this presentation. Senator Gary Charles Peters, Doctor of Public Service. United States Senator Gary Peters represents Michigan and Washington, D.C., well informed by his careers in business, public service, and higher education. Senator Peters is a graduate of Alma College, University of Detroit Mercy, Michigan State University, and the Wayne State University College of Law. A business advisor for more than 20 years, he was simultaneously a member of the U.S. Naval Reserve, where he rose to the rank of lieutenant commander. He was elected to the Michigan State Senate, the United States House of Representatives, and then in 2014 to the U.S. Senate, where he's a member of the Armed Services, Homeland Security, and Commerce and Science and Technology, and Transportation Committees. You have visited Grand Valley often, and among your contributions to Grand Valley, you were instrumental in your support of the Laker line. Now, therefore, by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Public Service, honoris causa, with all of its rights and privileges. Congratulations, sir. Alan Hunting's passion for the preservation for the Great Lakes is infectious. As a former Coast Guardsman and a Laker myself, serving on the Great Lakes, we appreciate his passion in the protection of our natural resources. Alan and his wife, Helen, are a remarkable couple. They have included Marcia, my wife, and I to enjoy their company and even play a little bridge while we are at their home. Always a great lesson. At this time, I invite Mr. Alan Hunting to join me for this presentation. Provost Chimatile and Board Chair Kennedy, would you also join Mr. Hunting? Alan Ives Hunting, Doctor of Humane Letters. Alan Hunting, today Grand Valley recognizes you for all you have done to help our community prosper. Your success in business as the chairman and president of Stowe Davis Company for 3 decades provided steady and meaningful employment for hundreds of area families. Your commitment to this community is exemplified by your leadership of the United Way, Blodgett Hospital, the Civic Theater, and the Historical Society of Michigan. And it has set an example for those who have followed in your footsteps. Your support for Grand Valley State University is recognized by your dedication to the Robert B. Annis Water Resources Institute and the assistance of the construction of the new facility for the College of Business, named for your longtime friend, L. William Seidman. Now, therefore, by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all its rights and privileges. Congratulations, sir. At this time, we'd like to invite David Torno, Vice President of Recognition, University Alumni Association, to the podium. David.
Thank you, President Haas. Graduates, on behalf of all those who have crossed the stage before you, please accept my congratulations and welcome to the Alumni Association. As a Grand Valley graduate, you are automatically a member of the Alumni Association for life, for free. After all, you are a Laker for a lifetime. As alumni, it is our duty to stay connected. When you leave here today, take advantage of the new Laker network available to you. Search for GVSU Alumni Association and like us on Facebook to stay up to date on news and events happening all over the United States. Follow us on Twitter, and connect to thousands of alumni professionals on our LinkedIn group. When you exit the stage today, members of the Alumni Association Board of Directors are here to greet you as you officially enter into the Alumni Association. You will receive an exclusive lapel pin. We hope you wear it with pride, and may it serve as a constant reminder to keep your alma mater close at heart wherever your journey takes you. At this time, I would like to invite the 2018 Outstanding Educator Award recipient, Barbara Hooper, to come forward. Barbara, you have been a member of Grand Valley State University faculty since 2008. You are currently an assistant professor in Grand Valley's Kirchhoff College of Nursing. You received a Master of Science in Nursing in 1992, and a Doctor of Nursing Practice in 2012, both from Grand Valley. Before joining the university, you spent 16 years working in medical, surgical nursing, and management in Detroit. Having a strong foundation in the nursing field allows you to weave your work-related experiences into your lectures and use storytelling to engage your students in conversation. You are well known for going above and beyond for your students, even conducting clinical visits at 3 in the morning for your students working the night shift. Countless students, alumni, and fellow faculty members have expressed their appreciation for your passionate and helpful work ethic. Many nursing alumni have shared that out of all of their faculty, you had the greatest impact on their time at Grand Valley. You have earned your Michigan RN license, BCLS certification from the American Heart Association, board certification as a nurse executive, and healthcare simulation educator certification. To continue developing your teaching effectiveness, you participate in workshops offered by Grand Valley's Faculty Teaching Learning Center. In naming you an outstanding educator, honoris causa, Grand Valley State University and the Alumni Association recognize your many significant achievements as an assistant professor of nursing and the influence you have had on alumni and their careers. Congratulations, Barbara.
I like that cheering squad there. That was okay. That's wonderful. At this time, I would like to invite Nick Boyd to perform a special music selection, Anytime. He'll be accompanied by Dale Schremer.
Anytime you laugh, anytime you cry, anytime you hear a sound, when you're on the grass, lying on the ground, anytime you wash your hands, I'll be around. I'll be there on the baseball field, though I'm well concealed. I'll be out there cheering. I'll be there in the books you read. It is guaranteed I'm not disappearing fast. Anytime, no, not anytime. And I am there each morning. I am there each fall. I am present without warning, and I'm watching it all. Yes, I'm watching it all. Oh, and I am there in music. I am there in sky. I don't know why this thing happened, but this much is clear. Anytime or anywhere, I'm there. Anytime you pray, anytime you fight, anytime you've gained a pound, anytime it's day, anytime it's night, anytime the earth moves, I'll be around. I'll be there in the maple trees, I'm a summer breeze on a perfect evening. I'll be there when you celebrate, when the world seems great, I'll be waiting by your side. Anytime, yes, anytime. And I am there each morning. I am there each fall. I am present without warning, and I'm watching it all. Yes, I'm watching it all. Oh, and I am there in flowers. I am there in snow. I don't know why this thing happened, but this much is clear. Anytime you cry, anytime you sing for anything, I am there each morning. I am there each fall.
Thank you both for that wonderful music, inspiring. My name is Maria Chimatile. I am the Executive Vice President for Academic and Student Affairs. Shall we begin the conferring of degrees?
I think so.
Will the candidates for the Doctor of Physical Therapy degree please stand? Mr. President, these candidates have successfully fulfilled requirements of the Doctor of Physical Therapy curriculum at Grand Valley State University. With the approval of the faculty, they are now presented to you to receive the Doctor of Physical Therapy degree.
Thank you, Provost Chimatile. Exercising the authority of the Board of Trustees of Grand Valley State University, legally vested by the state of Michigan and acting for the faculty of Grand Valley State University, I now confer upon you who fulfilled the appropriate requirements your Doctor of Physical Therapy degree, with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereunto. I place upon you those obligations which you must assume as graduates of this institution. As evidence of the degree, you will now receive the appropriate diploma.
Will the Marshal now present the Doctor of Physical Therapy candidates from the College of Health Professions to be hooded and receive their diplomas. At this time, I invite Dr. Jeff Pottinger, Dean of the Graduate School, to join us in congratulating our doctoral recipients.
Kara Lynn Phelan.
Jillian Sue Owens.
Kristen Ray Seekender.
Krista Ann Ginther.
Rebecca Sue Custer.
Janae Lindsay Brown.
Chelsea K. Bartlett.
Addie Elizabeth Ingalls.
Michael Christian Heitman Sanders.
Nicholas Mark Manzer.
Noah J. Ryle.
Kyle Alexander Saminsky.
Kyle Robert Weshy.
Stephen John Hartong.
Ian Mitchell Heineke.
James Norwood Clark IV.
Austin Patrick Kammeyer.
Dustin Alec Carlick.
Amanda Lee Kushba.
Laura Ann Subject.
Laura Michelle Oliver.
Megan Tiffany Malgren.
Michelle Lynn Avery.
Amanda Elizabeth Gutowski.
Alexandra Jade Arnold.
Catherine Hunter Hoffman.
Lindsay Danielle Timmer.
Kelly Jo Rohde.
Camille Gabriella Joanne Lutz.
Kelly Taylor Gottberg.
Kaylee Michelle Emmons.
Linnea Christine Bays.
Amanda Marie Borio.
Alyssa Lee Chapman.
Amy Joyce Sudek.
Leslie Marie Kempers.
Shelby Lee Myers.
Ellen Marie Miller.
Haley Rose Deckinger.
Catherine Louise Heiser.
Brady Eaton Smith.
Courtney Louise Damon.
Tracy Leanne Brumel.
Erica Nicole Little.
Catherine Elizabeth Collins.
Anna Marie Benison.
Kayla Rose Sarr.
Madeline Jean Sampson.
Kirsten Ann Rezinski. Please join me in congratulating the Doctor of Physical Therapy graduates from the College of Health Professions.
Will the candidates for the Doctor of Nursing Practice degree please stand? Mr. President, these candidates have successfully fulfilled the requirements of the Doctor of Nursing Practice curriculum at Grand Valley State University. With the approval of the faculty, they are now presented to you to receive the Doctor of Nursing Practice degree.
Thank you, Provost Cimitele. Exercising the authority of the Board of Trustees of Grand Valley State University, legally vested by the state of Michigan and acting for the faculty of Grand Valley State University, I now confer upon you, who have fulfilled the appropriate requirements, your Doctor of Nursing Practice degree with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereunto. I place upon you those obligations which you must assume as graduates of this institution. As evidence of this degree, you will now receive the appropriate diploma.
Will the Marshal now present the Doctor of Nursing Practice candidates from the Kirchhoff College of Nursing to be hooded and receive their diplomas?
Inez Nicole Capiello Carlton.
John K. DeCook.
Mark Allen Contreras.
Emily Marie McCluskey.
Christina Ann Winkleman.
Amelia Rose Grayson.
Catherine Louise Ellens.
Laura Elizabeth Hall.
Jessica Ann Mastbergen.
Mallory Myslensky.
Caitlin M. Gettel.
Shelby Lynn Sikala.
Kristen Noel Vanderwell.
Amanda L. Weber. Please join me in congratulating the Doctor of Nursing Practice graduates from the Kirchhoff College of Nursing.
Will the candidates for the master's degrees please stand? Mr. President, these candidates have successfully fulfilled the requirements of a graduate curriculum at Grand Valley State University. With the approval of the faculty, they are now presented to you to receive the appropriate graduate degrees.
Thank you, Provost Cimitele. Exercising the authority of the Board of Trustees of Grand Valley State University, legally vested by the state of Michigan, and acting for the faculty of Grand Valley State University, I now confer upon you, who have fulfilled the appropriate requirements, your master's degree with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereunto. I place upon you those obligations which you must assume as graduates of this institution. As evidence of this degree, you will now receive the appropriate diploma.
The candidates can be seated until ushered forward.
Will the Marshal now present the candidates from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences to receive their diploma, and I invite Dean Pottinger back to congratulate the master's degree recipients.
Matthew S. Sinclair.
Kayla Jo Hawkins.
Nathan Larry Bernici.
Eric D. Laney.
Sorry. Abigail Arlene Chatfield.
Stephen W. Munson.
Daniel Thomas Latimer Myers.
Rachel Lee Townsend.
Christy Carolyn Lewis.
Rebecca Marie Mitchell.
Sarah E. Thompson.
Brooke A. Armistead.
Rosalind Elaine Vachon.
Sugandha Basu.
Pooja Vijayakumar Patel.
Thushara Prakash.
Sreko Prodanovic.
Robert C. Heidelberg.
Joseph Matthew Lawrence.
Anna M. Meninga.
Ryan L. Boggs.
Shatoya R. Wilson. Please join me in congratulating the graduates from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences.
Will the Marshal now present the candidates from the College of Health Professions to receive their diplomas?
Alexandra Helen Rychek.
Carissa Lara Pais.
Heather Lavon DeSweet.
Katrina Renee Hatfield.
Caitlin M. Justice.
Musa Delson Mangu.
Taylor L. Clark.
Rebecca Joyce Falkert.
Shane Tyler Douglas.
Laura M. Hohen.
Chelsea Marie Carlson.
Hannah Marseille Wickern.
Shelley Elizabeth Hill.
Maria Christian Curate.
Taylor Ann Devota.
Rajveer Kaur.
Chelsea A. Van Alsberg.
Anne Elizabeth Kulik.
Emily Page Collins.
Courtney M. Martin.
Alicia Lorraine Van Epps.
Timothy R. Wagner.
Andrew James Campbell.
Kaylee Jane Curtis.
Macy Ladisky.
Brooke Lauren Heidinger.
Hannah C. Napolio.
Shona Fulton McKenzie.
Michelle E. Dobler.
Carlotta Bianca Gabriele Alevi.
Catherine Ann Donaldson.
Yosinti Mwangu.
Rachel Elaine Ralia.
Lauren Kane.
Afan Mohammed Shahati.
Mashal Ali Abdul.
Anita Claude Xavier Metha.
Chanel Marie Newton.
Akriti Kwarala.
Teniola V. Okun.
Kendall James Frimodic.
Elise Marie Nichols.
Angelica T. Bradford.
Samantha Ann Radecki.
Andrea May Schmitz. Please join me in congratulating the graduates from the College of Health Professions.
Will the Marshal now present the candidates from the Kirchhoff College of Nursing to receive their diplomas?
Nicole L. Schmidt.
Rachel Tony Schleenbaker.
Ernie Habit Ensing.
KC Nicole Sultana.
Mary Lou Hall. Please join me in congratulating the graduates from the Kirchhoff College of Nursing.
Our congratulations to the newest alumni of our graduate programs. Will the candidates for the bachelor degree please stand? Mr. President, these candidates have successfully fulfilled the requirements of an undergraduate curriculum at Grand Valley State University. With the approval of the faculty, they are now presented to you to receive the appropriate baccalaureate degree.
Thank you, Provost Cimitale. Exercising the authority of the Board of Trustees of Grand Valley State University, legally vested by the state of Michigan and acting for the faculty of Grand Valley State University, I now confer upon you, who have fulfilled the appropriate requirements, your baccalaureate degree, with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereunto. I place upon you those obligations which you must assume as graduates of this institution. As evidence of this degree, you will now receive your diploma.
The candidates may be seated until ushered forward.
Keep it moving.
Okay, are you ready? Really? Are you ready? All right then. Will the Marshal now present the candidates from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences to receive their diploma?
Melissa A. Clausen.
Nicole Lynn Depender.
Danielle Maureen Johan.
Amanda Marie Gross.
Jayun Ha.
Jennifer Lynn Ziska.
McKenna Rose Ganassen.
Olivia M. Martin.
Margaret Lynn Beaver.
Rebecca Varghese Jacob.
Ruby V. Tianser.
Laurie Elise English.
Angela Lynn Brooks.
Megan Elizabeth Hernandez.
Amber Marie Westfeld.
Anthony E. Lupi.
Palita Butte.
Saray Perez.
Michaela K. Garris.
Nicole M. Gershoff.
Taylor Page Roel.
Christiana F. Danibale.
Allison Marine Gallivan.
Stephanie R. Stevens.
Alina R. Davis.
Brittany A. DeJean.
Macy K. Walbrink.
Allison J. Mitchell.
Colin T. Roebuck.
Chelsea N. Fox.
Abigail E. Baiwanyo.
Shayana Simone Green Mollet.
Victoria Renee Morris.
Matthew James Patterson.
Allison Renee Skinner.
Emily Morgan.
Nicholas Ryan Miller.
Brittany Nicole Sug.
Taylor Louise Dempsey.
James Cole Rowell.
Samantha Louise Moss.
Jacob Michael Meisner.
Zachary P. Hill.
Catherine Ann Lawrence.
Courtney Taylor Reinhold.
Jenna Marie Reinhold.
Jessica Lee Ramos.
Tanner Nassi.
Garrett Money Beaudry.
Drake James Riggs.
Christian T. Hoban.
Jacob D. Mechlin.
Man Lai Luang.
Zachary John Warber.
Morgan Elaine Kennedy.
Alexander Owen Warner.
Nicole Claire Baldwin.
Hannah Paige Haas.
Courtney Ray Shaber.
Caitlin Renee Simon.
Amber Desiree Willoughby.
Katharina Ann Gafka.
Jacob Russell Harmon.
Brian Michael Wicks.
Kelsey P. Beck.
John Robert DeYoung.
Parker Brian Sutton.
Kyle Philip Meyer.
Bryce Robert John Thiel.
Amy Eileen T. Meyer.
Michaela Briel Fisher.
Ryan Lynn Reed.
Corey Lee Huey.
Trey C. Pankratz.
Tehran A. M. Pefli Rout.
Ashley G. Werowski.
Amanda Renee Slowick.
Guy P. Beechnow.
Jane Ann Mainwaring.
Alexandra M. Vanderplug.
Joshua Matthew Ferguson.
Jesse Eric Jones.
Casey D. Koch LaRue.
Samantha Marie Peters.
Olivia Angela Miller.
Ann M. Mildrevsky.
Ryan S. Camp.
Rochelle Renee Tetley.
Rachel Ann Notaboom.
Kate Elizabeth Longmire.
Sierra Ray Ramirez.
Julia Elizabeth Bennett.
Aaron Jacob DeWeird.
David Alfonso Annis.
Ava Teresa Heft.
Brenna Veronica Powers.
Lillian Margaret Sessions.
Allison Marie Dubisky.
Krishan C. Patel.
JC Ray Byers.
Olivia Patrice Risco.
Madison M. Poland.
Megan Lee Walters.
Alexis Makey Van Pelt.
Madeline Faith Burns.
Michaela Marie Riki.
Jillian Christine Kent.
Alexandra Engler.
Amber Lynn Brooks.
Carrie L. Brown.
Tyler J. Varicki.
Nicholas Leroy Kemp.
Adam Miles Vanderkerkhoff.
Paige Summer Sen.
Bailey Nicole Fissette.
Brittany May Cameron.
Jared Scott Baker.
Kelly Michelle Powell.
Margaret Teresa Latowski.
Mitchell James Bolger.
William A. Latham.
Zachary Haycock.
Andrew R. Eggleston.
Benjamin David Lachman.
Alexa Ray Wazalewski.
Emily Nicole Kujarski.
Justin William Radecki.
Lucas Tyler Hanson.
Mackenzie Cheyenne Kraft.
Hannah Nicole Walter.
Jonathan E. Vandersloot.
Tyler Ann Evans.
Sarah Elizabeth Schaefer.
Rebecca Rose Sabin.
Samantha R. Riley.
Taylor Dawn Van Leer.
Casey Alexandra Clott.
Brittany Ann Sincox.
Heather Marie Hemingway.
Smriti Abraham.
Jessica Ann Pankey.
Brett Perry Scheitelmantel.
Benjamin Blondin Hijiki Chic.
Anne Marie Balo.
Kelsey Ann Walters.
Emma Kate Beaver.
Caleb Joseph Amborski.
Monica Lee Vanderbilt.
Emily V. Espintong.
Cheyenne Sky Carr.
Spencer David Dupont.
Blaine Bridget Cullen.
Emily A. DeMoss.
Haley L. Pellegrom.
Marissa Nicole Connell.
Cody Lee Fost.
Alexis C. Van Dusen,
Rachel L. Nitzvicki,
Thomas M. Amaya,
Amanda C. Fox,
Marta Marie McLaughlin,
Carrie Noel Burnup,
Sabrina Louise Williams,
Courtney Ray Ingalls,
Vanessa Jasmine Sanchez,
Jennifer Gavia,
Victoria Rose Warren,
Michaela J. Berquist,
Samantha Nicole Cook,
Ross N. Kunze,
Kenneth Sullivan David,
David Brian Hill,
Eleanor L. DiGilarmo,
Audrey Lee Braken,
Gabrielle Stone Martino,
Tara Lynn Zamaran,
Ryan Thomas Lietzau,
Bryce Jacob Kramer,
Jerica Elizabeth Maloney,
Rebecca Ann Gordon,
Kylie N. Rykoff,
Megan Marie Conan,
Hannah Marie Scheid,
Sarah Grace Stevens,
Paige Elizabeth Pryson,
Shannon Elizabeth Quinn,
Tracy Catherine McCoy,
Emily N. Fry,
Alexandra Nicole Kaza,
Cassidy Ray Horwath,
Zachary William Shurkamp,
Victoria Farado,
Kyle Allen Intma,
Harold Alfred Wiggins Jr.,
Joshua R. Bushu,
Bailey A. Bishop,
James E. Metcalf,
Kylie Christine Szymanski,
Natalie A. Roth,
Jordan Christine Boitos,
Haley Nicole Wanek,
Megan Emily Kuznicki,
Rachel Elaine Young,
Jocelyn May Tenbrink,
Mitchell R. Ashcraft,
Jacob Gillette,
Dalton David Reich,
Court J. Musolf,
Paul B. Sevilla,
David A. Shane,
Patricia Vitone,
Mitchell Glenn Favig,
Tiffany Amber Smith,
Stevie Ray Pennepacker,
Kirsten A. Aschenbremer,
Cody Lawrence Rash,
Samantha Ashley Martin,
Karanjit Kaur Sohi,
Sharnjit K. Virk,
Mark Allen Lindsay,
Melina Nicole Brown,
Alexandra Kate Sakowski,
Asia Dominique Williams,
Rachel Marie Eaton,
Jared A. Gregory,
Bailey Ann Bradner,
Joseph N. Dudding,
Caleb Roger Mottman,
Spencer S. Day,
Nicholas James DeVries,
Shannon N. Tyree,
Maria Lynn Bosker,
Molly Corinne Juneau,
Joseba Hidalgo Villela,
Ashley Marie Turner,
Kyle Riley Lawton,
Ethan J. Levac,
Julia Rita Sanzoni,
Morgan Nicole Marsh,
Amanda Nicole Harvard,
Jamie Lee Keller,
Ryan D. Stiles,
Austin Michael Rathburn,
Allison R. Weirda,
Emily Renee Wepa,
Haley Aaron Weber,
Nicholas Weber,
Garrett Lee Clements,
Lauren N. Spitzley,
Chase A. Platt,
Evan Robert Fedwa,
Ian G. Fetterman,
Callie R. Zimmerman,
Brittany Lynn Bowen,
Marielle Catherine Menke,
Sarah Nicole Oyston,
Derek William Reed,
Ryan J. Muchler,
Victoria Janine Patton,
Angela Lynn Ritter,
Jessica Marie O'Connell,
Grace Elizabeth Peterson,
Michael J. Hennigy,
Zachary David Marsman,
Eduardo Javier Fernandez,
Kimberly Ruth Bringleson,
Katie L. Byer,
Olivia L. Brown.
Madeline Louise Johnson.
Brianna M. Foss.
Zachary Payne Pecklow.
John Hugh Gervin.
Megan Josephine DeWale.
Lindsay Grace Straw.
Paul I. Bump.
Blake Addison Loudermilk.
Miranda Karen Fortia.
Nicole Marie Clover.
Rebecca M. Killian.
Emily Sartorius Guaslegio.
Eric W. Versluis.
Renee Ann Tardani.
Megan E. D'Amico.
Ellen Margaret Audia.
Caleb James Kruger.
Stephen Vincent Wineski.
Alexander Roger Field.
Thomas J. Novakoski.
Jared Alexander Hall.
Japheth Allen Wilmore.
Lauren Nicole Myers.
Alexandra Marie Stein.
Serafina May Vitali.
Hannah Margaret Caterino.
Claire S. Cinder.
Tiffany Rose Whitus.
Haley Janine Haynes.
Julia Grace Yancey.
Joshua Stephen Olson.
Justin Luther Thorne.
Macy Jane Brower.
Taylor M. Parmley.
Corinne Lindsay Hinka.
Michael Edward Degenhart.
Christina Lee Forden.
Andrew Paul Janisevich.
Evan Edwin Duval.
Ariana J. Stark Norton.
Joseph Lee Castraspa.
Alicia Henry.
Caitlin Lynch.
Wyatt C. Mead.
Nicole Catherine Arment.
Sierra Holly Reese.
Elizabeth Ashley Maliar.
Jordan Michelle Grachola.
Brandon James Blankenship.
Christine Noel Bussiere.
Alexander Ross Corman.
Chiteu Nankonda Shicholeka.
Emily Lynn McNeak.
Michaela T. Wyatt.
Kylie Alexandra Springer.
Haley R. Moulton.
Jesse Charles Aubil.
Sydney James Hahn.
Alexander James Mervine.
Haley Nicole Gray.
Julia Paige Marcani.
Caitlin Elizabeth Brennan.
Robert C. Carey.
Ashley Nicole Bailey.
Megan C. Lloyd.
Adriana Catherine Smith.
Adrian Marie Kine.
Molly Jeanette McGeaney.
Maria G. D'Angelo.
Elizabeth Deborah Grisco.
Catherine Lynn Tomlinson.
Bailey S. Ellsworth.
Brianna Marie D'Amelia.
Amy J. Height.
Allison Heil.
Austin Dale.
Isaac Craig Brace.
Jessica Lynn Schulte.
Jordan Chandler Walker.
Stephen M. Bonzik.
Carmen Deja June Rucker.
Patrick K. Johnson.
Bushra Ahmed Mohammed.
Deshaun J. Hurley.
Blanca Elizabeth Duque Rio.
Madison V. Koff.
Garrett A. Michaels.
Austin James Steck.
Kari P. Bonner.
Katra Nicole Wilkins.
Hayu Gao.
Tyler R. Pichowski.
Randy Nicholas Cohn.
Kevzer Makik.
Logan John Felt.
Gentry B. Hunt.
Felicia Ann Zarnowski.
Nicholas James Valencourt.
Bryce Thomas Banfield.
Austin Taylor Gordon.
Courtney Eileen Collins.
Brittany Marie Casperson. Killian I. Lowry.
Dana Marie Spielberger.
Corey James Kelly.
Elizabeth Ann Oliver.
Nicholas David Schultz.
Matthew Robert Farnham.
Alicia Christine Klaus.
Mackenzie Aaron Seville.
Kelly Amanda Pastrick.
Lindsay M. Hartzick,
Storm Lee Axomitis,
Paige E. McKinnon,
Aubriana Victoria Cusper,
Alexis Nicole Brown,
Angela M. Rydell,
Evan Otto Hausick,
Haley Elizabeth Hope,
Kelsey Elizabeth Delaire,
Emily Schaefer,
Dominique J. Biolchini,
Sarah E. Bladecki,
Garrett J. Beltman,
Eileen C. Zielinski,
Caitlin Ann Henderson,
Gabrielle Chin,
Rebecca Judith Powers,
Charlotte Ann Broman,
Nicole Lynn Hayes,
Heather Christine Schwartz,
Carly Ann Kirkendall,
Tyler Kuhnfer Bush,
Leanne Bitch Tron,
Caitlin Daniela Bainbridge,
Valerie Navarrete Garcia,
Nicholas Philip Reed,
Emily Rose Walker,
Alexandria Marie Schaafsma,
Alexandra S. Vernon,
Nicholas Scott Barron,
Daniel J. Tomasello,
Dylan T. Sellers,
Michael Eric Milo Williard,
Connor J. Hansen,
Jonathan Scott Vanderstelt,
Franco L. Balazza,
Austin D. Latour,
Austin B. Gaukel,
Jessica Ray Robinson,
Rose Catherine Jordan,
Catherine Mary Wallace,
Christina Noel Hammond,
Veronica Meza,
Joshua C. Tull,
Krista Lynn Wilkowitz,
Megan Colette Haas,
Santina Galati,
Shelby Tyler Simpson,
Hannah Nicole Alger,
Angela R. Stegging,
Corey Joe Robinson,
Hannah Lynn Hunter,
Hallie Marie Hunter,
Rebecca Therese Herritt,
Rachel Lynn Lawton,
Trenton Michael Haverdink,
Elijah Monroe Walker,
Darius Q. Walker,
Quentin Gabriel Callahan,
Nikhil J. Watsa,
Anthony John Heisinger,
Cassandra Renata Rylski,
Alana K. Kenny,
Aaron Lee O'Rourke,
Jacob Benjamin Michaela,
Mitchell T. Davignon,
Taylor Ann Orr,
Francesca Minette Golis,
Kelly Ann Walker,
Casey Glenn Kaling,
Tyler Markham Wheeler,
Nicholas A. Shaver,
Amber R. Croft,
Christy Lynn Eggleston,
Morgan J. Sunblad,
Alyssa R. George,
Matthew Wellesley Medley,
Matthew James Harrington,
Hunter Alexis Pearson,
Sarah Jane Barlow,
Megan Elizabeth Plecker,
Calvin T. Bischoff,
Edgar Antonio Hernandez,
Leslie A. Cueva Obregon,
Kira Ann Marzette,
Guillermo Chagis,
Alexis Renee Bigler,
Alyssa Capes,
Natalie Alexis Estrada,
Daniel Joseph Svisco,
Aiden J. McGrath,
William Anthony White,
Sydney Alyssa Gatchell,
Aaron Joseph Capps,
Madeline Jane West,
Foram Prakash Patel,
Brandon James Kofsky,
Wesley David John Swartz,
Sterling Stewart McPherson,
Logan Thorne Connor,
Alexandria Emerald Duell,
Irene Kate Skokna,
Zachary E. Ripschlager,
Cynthia Alcahuter,
Gloria V. Mileva,
New Keen Nguyen,
Kelsey Lynn Warren,
Cassidy A. Terry,
Kelsey Bernice McGowan,
Kayla Dewana Gibson,
Brance G. Baxter,
Vanessa De Leo,
Taylor K. Whiteling,
Tyler Vincent Van Velzen.
Austin Lee Van Velsen.
Mallory Ann Wright.
Chase Scott Reynolds.
Alexandra J. Williams.
Lindsay J. Short.
Caitlin A. McHugh.
Lauren Baranovsky.
Taylor Ray Applehoff.
Elza Danielle Hippie.
Kristen Lee Miller.
Colin Randall Overall.
Robin Jane Reedy.
Jeremy Adam Domansky.
Carla Michael Marie Thomas.
Emily Grace Milne.
Shelby Ray Harrison.
Jonathan T. Budzinski.
Kimberly Ellen Suran.
Robin Lee Gessner.
Rebecca M. Wilkin.
Alyssa Ray Schutzenhofer.
Amber Lynn Pulaski.
Chelsea Selena Williard.
Laura Rose Hartung.
Alyssa Rose Chesnick.
Mackenzie Joy Shannon.
Bethany Lynn Lee Dunning.
Taylor N. Harrington.
Aubrey Nicole Batchelor.
Shelby Marie Imo.
Zachary L. McClure.
Anna Michelle Weissapal.
Katie Marie Aho.
Alexander Filipputi.
Stacy Michelle Goebel.
Jessica Poland.
Matthew Alex Duda.
Joshua James Lawrence Hokward.
Aurelia Lucia Pena.
Diane E. Heinlein.
Ethan Matthew Bainbridge.
Ryan Gard.
Natalie Rivas.
Lauren Joseph Murphy.
Noah W. Boudry.
Adam D. Garinger.
Thomas Jacob Grabowski.
Brett William Smith.
Tanner H. Rubin.
Lauren Christian Grimes.
Sarah Ann Gorofsky.
Nicole Chantel Tusino.
Pilar Tomasa Summerlin.
Air Vong.
Victoria Gabrielle Fraley.
Sierra Suzanne Kolatsky.
Ashley M. Fruhauf.
Tyler Michael Jose.
Trevor K. Clapman.
Gabriella Marie Bourne.
Molly P. Pruitt.
Zachary Stewart Jordan.
Eric Leonard Smorch.
Jonathan Callum Stansby.
Michael Paul Melsick.
Brandon Robert Belts.
Andrea Nicole Souls.
Autumn Melissa Winger.
Abraham A. Balawi.
Taylor Dawn Barrett.
Caroline M. Poirier.
Derek Richard Gretzinger.
Dominado Joseph Uy.
Sarah Rose Ormsby.
Kaylee Lynn Smith.
Rachel Elizabeth Milnamau.
Kayla Lynn Shelley.
Jonathan Michael Cortade.
Victoria Alexandra Visconti.
Erica L. O'Reilly.
Rachel Grace Shippey.
Jordan J. Heisinger.
Michelle Renee Murphy.
Kyle David Hart.
Luke T. Party.
Nicholas William Chaplin.
Jonathan Hall.
Connor D. White.
Christopher James Avey.
Kevin Clever Chui.
Danielle James Kaler.
Emma Christine Haas.
Dominique A. Pietrella.
Michael Gregory Mahalski.
Stephen Donald McKenzie.
Sarah Lynn Robertson.
Macy Marie Whelan.
Madison Ray Spratt.
Madison G. Schmitzman.
Emily Ann David.
Bailey Ann Swoger.
Alex Marie Sikora.
Hannah Sue Huff.
Caitlin C. Oberts.
Allison Lynn Adams.
Abigail Elizabeth Bullock.
Shannon Desi Napier.
Leah Bethany Renaud.
Bailey J. Lowell.
Marie Elise Burke.
Alexa Paige Shepler.
Monica Jean Jacobs.
Ashley Ray Dubanik. Shelby Renee Peters.
Brianna N. Franco.
Alexandra Rosario Crozensi.
Alexander Paul Eason.
Connor J. O'Connell.
Michelle Mariah Whitney.
Olivia Grace Cooley.
Pantera Wednesday Ryder.
Nathan Allen Baker.
Paige N. Verbeau.
Jeremy V. Peterson.
Danielle Bartovich.
Stephen Jerome Stawara.
Alicia Eva Moroy.
Rebecca Ray Sylvain.
Kimberly Hoang No.
Miranda Eliza DeBellis.
Monica Philippa Price.
Tyler J. Quinn.
Christopher Scott Monday.
John Michael Ross.
Matthew David Cooley.
Elliot M. Block.
Nathan D. DeBrine.
Ashley Marie Hilla.
Nicole A. Fletcher.
Lindsay Marie Cooley.
Olivia Ray Kosnick.
Catherine M. Putnam.
Michaela Landrum.
Julie Ann Magdowski.
Taylor Elizabeth Showman.
Tegan Marie Showman.
Lauren Charlotte Holub.
Kara Ann Reef.
Grace Jahai Robinson.
Sydney Marie Broom.
Joanna Howe Lee.
Samantha Gomez.
Crystal N. Encarnacion.
JC Lynn Olney.
Danielle Elizabeth McConnell.
Holly Joe Hoover.
Natalie Michelle Joy Pollitt.
Brittany Michelle Irish.
Nicholas Charles Brown.
Jory Alexander Van S.
Adam Jeffrey Canute.
Aaron William Black.
Jessica M. Harches.
Abigail Elaine Fisher.
Faith Catherine Platts.
Cassidy Bruins.
Dylan W. Decker.
Cole Thomas Myers.
Benjamin J. Graham.
Hayden Kiefer Marlowe.
Dante Avilla.
Dylan Matthew Madigan.
Logan A. Judd.
Emily M. Gant.
Laura Ann Kapuscinski.
Jenny K. Roper.
Katie Lynn Holman.
Jacob Bugart.
Alyssa K. Poyer.
Angela M. Slonsky.
Robert L. Cloy.
Diane Mutetti.
Morgan Kimberly Doherty.
Jamie Marie Canada.
Kristen Michelle Hazel.
Tyler M. Dundor.
Kristen Marie Simpkins.
Shannon Gladys Bryce Rowlands.
Katarina Krista Beyer.
Paula Ann Tupper.
Julia Catherine Rauch.
Derek Douglas Simon.
Jacob Matthew Suku.
Pauline Ann Mansour.
Christopher Daniel Peruzzi.
Chad Chavez Washington Reeves.
Ryan Stephen Denhoff.
Aaron Mitzgalski.
Michael B. Cavatayo.
Justin R. Mikitarov.
Carl Andreas Soderling.
Madeline A. McKellar.
Peyton Lee Frank.
Alex Richard Dykstra.
Michael David Moore.
Harley Patrick Earl.
Timothy Ryan Galbraith.
Tristan Joy Geschwender.
Molly Ann Marlett.
Keishia Cook.
Kieran James Barkley.
Sela Elizabeth Walker.
Carice B. Cooks.
Brianna McKellen Gauchette.
Zoe Williams.
Brittany Aliria Williams. Please join me in congratulating the graduates from the College of Liberal Arts and Science.
Will the Marshal now present the candidates from the College of Health Professions to receive their diplomas?
1,000 more? 1,000?
1,000 more.
300.
I can do it. Got this.
Emma Rose DeClue.
Dia G. Mozaraj.
Emily Rose Gotowicki.
Courtney Lynn Martin.
Quentin M. Rausch.
Brittany Nicole Nantes.
Lauren Renee Brown.
Chandler Page Fritz.
Olivia Ann Lawson.
Renee Lynn Smith.
Christina Marie Schnick.
Shelby Lynn Thielen.
Lauren Wesolowski.
Dana Marie Malberg.
Ashley May Hall.
Hannah Michelle Dumke.
Carly Joanne Kowalczyk.
Taylor Nicole Orna.
Taylor Ann Vadenbucher.
Haley Marie Cleary.
Andrew Oscar Siavashnia.
Madison Elizabeth Balaka.
Aubrey Aaron Wilson.
Hung Quing Dong.
Tru Vu.
Logan David McWebb.
Madison Lee McGlinchey.
Brooke Marie Van Donkelaar.
Tyler B. Essenberg.
Andrew Joseph Abdal.
Stevenson Lloyd Prusner.
Audra Claire Kimball.
Amber Nicole Neshayim.
Maria Joanna Romero.
Allison Ray Sump.
Hannah Joy Barnes.
Autumn E. Ryle.
Katie M. Wood.
Janisha T. Mitchell.
Solomon Joe Gott.
Abigail Kim Wykoski.
Gabrielle Colleen Gray.
Kiara Z. Guy.
Amy Louise Wadaga.
Zania Mustafa Abu Awad.
Michaela Shea Rosecrans.
Jordan Grace Carlin.
Kate A. Counterman.
Ty A. Grancitelli.
Laura A. Knisley.
Erin Ashley Mulder.
Nicole Elizabeth Leisher.
Sophia Marie Christie.
Leah Renee Daglish.
Kristen Ann Ohansian.
Olivia G. Elze.
Amanda Lynn McCulloch.
Tashkent Kaur.
Grace M. Serbinsky.
Guzal Ramani.
Alexa Rochelle Walker.
Larissa Marie Hirschauer.
Ashley Dominique Seath.
Piper Elizabeth Gassaway.
Robert F. Coffey.
Ashley N. Mason.
Austin Robert Vignola.
Hannah L. Bengal.
Tobiah Steinke Vincent.
Marissa Quinn Mizowski.
Kelsey Lee Layton.
Cassandra Lee Clavis.
Nathaniel S. Dennis.
Ian T. Mather.
Chandler Anthony Price.
Summer N. Crowell.
Alexandra Marie Hein.
Kelly Nicole McCarthy.
Kirsten Elizabeth Ruki.
Sarah Jane Burtis.
Rachel Ann Morrow.
Kelsey Alexandra Walkowski.
Sarah Elizabeth Chuba.
Megan Christine Pluchow.
Madison Aaron Peterson.
Rebecca Mary Jacobson.
Rachel K. Peterman.
Kristen Lynn Bowman.
Kaylee Shea Augustin.
Sarah Elaine Caitlin Laferty.
Tori L. Healy.
Jasmine M. McGuff.
Vivana Quintino.
Dakota G. Jordan.
Ashlyn Marie Sutton.
Ashley Danelle Sally.
Aleda R. Carver.
Leah Louise McCombs.
Jacqueline Vilos.
Marissa Michelle Ortizi.
Haley A. Galero.
Rachel Ann Vogelwade.
Leanne K. Roll.
Jennifer L. Crane.
Caitlin N. Loomis.
Aubriana G. Barcelo.
Jonathan Wesley Rushing.
Sarah Lou Barber.
Jessica Marie Venstrine.
Diana Lee.
Samantha Michelle DeGood.
Grace Wilhelmina Smith.
Angela F. Balalas.
Samantha Rose Perez.
Madison Nadine Olson.
Jeannie Lynn Esch.
Hannah Nicole Hegberg.
Dennis P. Alexeyenko.
Michaela May Brett.
Linda I. Lyoking.
Daniel C. Gallagher.
Patrick Teefy McElway.
Kelsey Lynn Mullen.
Caitlin Grace Wagner.
Lydia Marlene Zvek.
Dana Brom.
Callie Amelia Oviet.
Jordan Lee Wilson.
Sarah Elizabeth Neville.
Courtney Jennifer Avramoff.
Amanda Jo Heiderer.
Cassandra Christine Bart.
Alexandra Renee Souza.
Lauren Michelle Kaus.
Taylor J. Jones.
Brianna Marie Petrucciani.
Lauren Nicole Lasarsis.
Emma Claire John.
Bailey Marie Seiferlein.
Alyssa May Esteban.
Caprice Vet Lewinsky.
Onyx Messias Thomas.
Nicholas J. Day.
Bethany Ann Hopp.
Hannah Alyssa Mead.
Rachel Renee Mackman.
Megan R. Miller.
Michelle Joy Costa.
Samantha Marie Spatafor.
Ethan Edward DeVries.
Tara Patricia McClellan.
Jessica Marie Dowdy.
Charissa M. Kramer.
Christopher Jordan Parisian.
Joseph James Rao.
Bailey K. Canuck.
Melissa Marie Eveland.
Madeline Ann Doberstein.
Audra Lynn Kirkjian.
Madison Page Cook.
Caitlin May Castor.
Paige Elise Hendricks.
Sarah Crank McClelland.
Kara N. Vandewater.
Dylan Jackson Dick.
Anna Kathleen Gomez.
Maria C. Bernard.
Kimberly Jean Hart.
Cassandra Marie Mullins.
Jaylee Marie Glod.
Samantha R. Medema.
Brittany L. McFerrin.
Gabrielle Dominica Therese Marico.
Courtney Marie McGarry.
Elaine May Rawlings.
Michaela M. Beavis.
Maria Louise Fiorillo.
Brooke Mackenzie Martin.
Julia Rose Suriano.
Seth Thomas Casey.
Elise Morgan Nadal.
Garrett Theodore Knopf.
Taylor Jean Newhouse.
Olivia J. Hodge.
Abigail Suzanne Wankler.
Amanda Rose Peskin.
Tressa L. Fisher.
Kaylor Ann Mikolowski.
Olivia Marie Fusinari.
Mary Gabrielle Hickman.
Alyssa Phyllis Hazlitt.
Colleen Ellen Brummett.
Alexis Elizabeth Armin.
Paige Renee Foster.
Cara May Elaine Jensen.
Amanda M. Maitland.
Shelby R. Booth.
Samantha L. Delt.
Catherine Mary Lynch.
Victoria Monea Pugsley.
Mary Elizabeth Thornton.
Samantha Grace Ball.
Patra Chab.
Jonathan Vong Prakan.
Rihanna Hosseinu.
Tyler Thomas Morton.
Alexander Grant Stillwell.
Samuel David Kelly.
Jenna Ray Vischer.
Emily Irene Dukic.
Bridget T. Visser.
Courtney Elaine Connell.
Laura Christine Railing.
Ashley Nicole Sycamore.
Brittany M. Gimrick.
Sarah Lynn Mickel.
Bailey Ann Stoy.
Avery C. Grant.
Leah Mary Caruso.
Eileen Elizabeth Feist.
Angela Rose Tawini.
Jocelyn Nicole Spear.
Madison Liberty Idoni.
Taylor Ray Bass.
Caitlin Dawn Mulvey.
Christine Elizabeth Ruderbush.
Brittany Lynn Doherty.
Ashton M. Burt.
Mackenzie Miller Heist.
Sadie Ann McCooch.
Savannah Warner.
Ashley Eleanor Glidden.
Megan Jean Chant.
Emma Elizabeth Green.
Elizabeth Lynn Butkus.
Rachel Renee Trulock.
Anna Catherine Lauter.
Caitlin May Harbin.
Jenny Lynn Scout.
Claire Elizabeth Schaefer.
Victoria K. Terravest.
Brenna Joe Gallagher.
Nicole Lynn Griffith.
Samantha E. Greco.
Jenna Colleen Watson.
Emily Ann Manor.
Amy Christine Anderson.
Margaret Therese Norris.
Brittany Nicole Mathis.
Grant D. Taylor.
Lindsay Marie Ferris.
Alyssa Marie Loshinsky.
Anna Lee Thamel Roberts.
Alicia Rose Gonzalez.
Carly Catherine Cook.
Natalie M. Stewart.
Brooke M. Kramer.
Amelia M. Ackerman.
Caitlin Alexandria Hangesbach.
And Elise Virginia Pline.
Caitlin Marie Toth.
Chiara Michelle Brown.
Emily Rose May.
Julia Marie Behrman.
Amelia Catherine Zahn.
Claire E. Neville.
Brianne Danielle Burke.
Trent Randall Van Wagener.
Jacqueline A. Maxwell.
Gabrielle Nicole Rue.
Amelia Ann Rosenberry.
Jacqueline M. Smith. Please join me in congratulating the graduates from the College of Health Professions. Yeah.
Will the Marshal now present the candidates from the Kirchhoff College of Nursing to receive their diplomas?
Short list. Only 7.
Caitlin M. Neville.
Israel Hawks.
Mika Lee Tomei.
Bailey Jade Taylor.
Molly Irene Ritzema.
Adriana Morgan Lee.
Nicole Elizabeth Lazecki.
Hong Uyen Do.
Emma Louise Branch.
Hannah N. Burt.
Carly Ann Ford.
Taylor Renee Teitzma.
Madeline F. Jones.
Kayla Paige Kidder.
Jessica Lynn Ham.
Emma Shaw Kinney.
Gabrielle E. Troy.
Kylie Susan Martinez.
Nicholas Maciele.
Andrew David Cullison.
Danielle Louise Mackey.
Devin Alyssa Dotterer.
Nicole Mary Schaefer.
Robin Elizabeth Nan Carroll.
Madison Lynn Martin.
Leah Anita Galati.
Sarah Nicole Mole.
Aaron R. Sartorius.
Ashley Elizabeth Moore.
Michelle Kathleen Thompson.
Megan Ann Buchman.
Ashley Jordan Carr.
Erica R. James.
Colleen M. Walcott.
Abigail Ann Ullman.
Angela Lynn Rosendahl.
Jenna Elizabeth Tiffen.
Haley Elizabeth Barnard.
Nicole F. Guston.
Alicia Marie Pipe.
Kaylin L. Scherneveld.
Caitlin Marie Kenzel.
Danielle Ray Bigel.
Heather Kathleen Ewing.
Molly Sue Matson.
Emily Michelle Smith.
Taylor Mackenzie Hunley.
Rachel E. Hecht.
Kara Deanne Gillian.
Sadie Lynn Glore.
Cassandra L. McFall.
Anastasia E. Chepkis.
Brianna Lynn Malmstrom.
Madeline M. Madison.
Olivia Irene Grozensky.
Juliana Grace Gumina.
Chiara Shelby Householder.
Kristen M. Davey.
Andrea N. Top.
Johnny W. Maldonado.
Sophia Jasmine Blackwell.
Jeffrey Michael Hoffman.
Sarah Lynn Rothroff.
Kara Marie Waite.
Margaret Emily Pavlovsky Beauvais.
Matthew Carter Jobson.
Alexis Nicole Dadema.
Brandon Kyle Chefsick.
Jacqueline Marie Simmers.
Courtney A. Giles.
Madison D. Daprich.
Natalie S. Smeeds.
Catherine J. Stein.
Emily Elizabeth McMath.
Deborah Rose Duncan.
Laura Elizabeth Murray.
Brett Allen DeVries. Please join me in congratulating the graduates from the Kirchhoff College of Nursing.
How about another round of applause for all of our graduates today? At this time, I will invite the individuals who have just received their bachelor's degree to please stand. You're an impressive group. I would like to invite you to participate in the time-honored academic tradition. Please take your tassel and move it from the right to the left. This signifies that you are now a college graduate. Congratulations. At this time, I would like to invite Nick Boyd to return to the stage and lead all of us in singing the Grand Valley Alma Mater. Will all who are able please stand and join in the singing?
Hail to thee, Grand Valley, we're loyal, steadfast, true. Praise our alma mater, we pledge our faith to you. Keep your banners flying, black and white and blue. We sing to thee, Grand Valley, united we're for you.
Congratulations again to our graduates. And congratulations to Dr. Gary Peters, Dr. Alan Hunton, and to our colleague, Dr. Barbara Hooper. Thanks to the families and friends for attending the commencement celebration. These commencement proceedings are now concluded. Please remain at your place until the platform officials, faculty, and graduates recess. Thank you.